I think another example of the urgency of baptism and the essential nature of baptism is in the Acts of the Apostles, where St. Luke tells us that Philip, the evangelist, not Philip the apostle, Philip the evangelist, was in Jerusalem, and an angel appeared to him and told him to go on the road from Jerusalem to Gaza. But didn't tell him why. But Philip went down that road, and there he met a very important person. It was the Ethiopian eunuch, who was the treasurer, I think, to the Candace, the queen. And the guy in the chariot was reading from the book of Isaiah, and reading aloud. That's interesting, actually, because that's how it always used to be. Nobody read silently in the old days. St. Augustine saw, I think, St. Albert the Great reading, or was it St. Ambrose, reading silently. So what on earth is going on? And that's where, so we learn that was a unusual thing.
Flag heading straight for the Indian.
And so we have Philip saying, "Oh, what are you reading?" And the Ethiopian says, "Well, come up to the chariot." He reads it, and the Ethiopian says, "Who is this about? Is it about the one who's the prophet himself, Isaiah, or somebody else?" And Philip explains to him, it's about Jesus. It's about Jesus' suffering. And so the Ethiopian eunuch, then they go along, carry on in the chariot, and the Ethiopian eunuch passes some water and he says, "Can I now get baptised?" And he sort of insisting, is there anything stopping me getting baptised now? And Philip says no, so they go down, and Philip baptises him. And then they come out of the water, and then Philip is taken off by the Holy Spirit over to Azotus or somewhere like that. The key point is there that baptism, if the Ethiopian eunuch were a born-again Christian of today, he'd be happy that he's believed, and he'd think, well, I'll get baptised when I go back to Ethiopia, and I've got rid of this chariot, and I've told the Queen whatever I need to tell her, and I'm settled back in. Well, no, the urgency was evident, because it's quite clear that that is what one must do. One must be baptised, because it is extremely important to salvation.